because it's not working from here.
A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. मैं हूँ Zafer Ali उर्फ Hero.
Speak to the microphone.
Okay, right. I am live from Mak-TV YouTube channel. We are just trying out going live while Masood himself, the man himself, is busy putting light on, so a dark person like me can look a bit white. We're just doing the checkup so we can go regularly live every day from Mak-TV 1 and hope we get some views on. People are viewing. We've got one view. Wow, somebody is viewing us. Thank you very much, sir. Whoever you are, welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Here we have the man Masood in his seat. He's hiding now. What subject are we going to discuss today, Mr. Masood?
Well, first of all,
if you can mend my mic.
Yeah, you can assist. If you, I think it'll be fine from there. Just take the headphones off.
Okay.
And then, yeah, you take the headphones off.
Do I need to put my headphones on? No, I don't.
No, you don't need to put your headphones. I prefer using because then I can hear what's going on. You see.
Okay, right. Okay, we are live. We are live.
We are live now. Okay, all we're going to do is test, see what happens. So you got.
Well, you believe it or not, we've got one person viewing us today. So for a start, as we've gone live, thank you very much. Whoever you are, we salute you. First of all, no, we're getting more than one, I think.
Well, I told you it does work.
Okay, you tell me, how's your lockdown been?
I'll tell you what lockdown. Actually, I'm supposed to do the interviews, not you.
You know when the camera goes on, I go live.
You go live. Well, the thing is, the lockdown's been interesting because I've not been locked down.
What do you mean?
Well, because as you know,
sometimes I wonder, is it a lockdown? Because if you go to the park near our bloody studio here, people are having picnic.
Yes.
People are having their meals there. And believe it or not, I have witnessed 2 weddings. Today, I have while I was driving to the studio, I actually saw a small wedding going on. Yeah, in the park where they've only got about 12, 13 people. They've got the food there, photography, groom and bride, everything's going on. A wedding going on.
Wedding going on. Crazy, isn't it? It's crazy. But the thing is, my lockdown hasn't been locked down because, as you know, we've just been running Radio Ramadan here.
Yes, okay. I know, yes.
So in that case, I had to come every day.
Okay.
Prior to that started on 24th of May. But prior to that, because I work on my own in the office, so instead of sitting at home and taking computers, which I did, crazy. I took a computer home, put it up there, then realized I don't really need to work from home. I can walk.
Because your studio is limited. There's not many people here.
Exactly.
So basically, it's just like you being home.
Yeah, so, that was my case. So I used to come in, spend an hour or so, 4 or 5 hours here, and then walk back home. And I got the exercise in, and I got some work done.
Okay, so going live on YouTube, what will be your aim be?
Our aim is to entertain people. I think one of the things we want to introduce is basically a chat program about people, what's happening in Bradford, for example, maybe some role models, some people from our community, some people from different communities, bring them in and say, what's made Bradistan Bradford? Bradford is known as Bradistan.
Yes, Bradistan, yeah. But I believe you're a sportsman inside.
Yeah, we're heavily dominated because I worked with a lot of cricketers and stuff over the years. I've actually worked for the BBC doing cricket stuff. So over the years,
will you be bringing our legends live on here?
Our aim is to bring the legends live. Inshallah, we will have people like Inzamam al-Haq, Rashid Latif, Shoaib Akhtar, Yunus Khan.
Inzamam al-Haq is your pali friend. Yeah, that's no wonder.
Very, very good friend. And Inziva does all my jingles and stuff. So we've got lots of those things. But inshallah, the aim would be to get them all on YouTube. We would use all the contacts and stuff, but also introduce people from locally, because on the radio, what we had people from Bradford League.
I have been following your shows. Yeah. But believe it or not, even talking on cricket and sports, we have amazing sports people here. It's only they don't get any highlight.
Yes,
through media. Yeah. These are wonderful players.
Well, we've got brilliant players in Bradford, and obviously, in terms of you've got the people playing in the car, in the parks, in the streets. Bradford has that, but Bradford has also got 2 World Cup winners.
Oh yes, of course, yes.
We've got Johnny Bairstow.
Yeah.
And also Adil Rashid.
Yes.
Adil Great Star Studios.
He's been here.
Yes. First week, he did some radio here, so. He was here for that first week and stuff, but he's been doing a lot of community work.
He does. I was talking to his father lately. He does do a lot of charity and community work. is really dedicated to that kind of work.
Also, we talked to people who previously have been, good cricketers, like people who played in the 70s, the 80s, and the 90s, but who never made it professionally. Some of those people could have played.
Those hardcore dreamers which never made it to the. Okay, I have few in my mind. No, not me. But you're not gonna believe this.
Go on.
In the 80s, Adil Rashid's father and me, we used to make wickets out of wood.
Okay.
And we would make our butt. We made our butt from a palla.
All right. Okay.
Okay. This is true fact. And we made the ball by burning a lot of plastic.
Yeah.
Right. And we couldn't, because we were getting pocket money like 10p, 15p. And then we got onto a tenniser. I brought a bat from Pakistan. His by Rashid Broadcast and all that. What we used to do was, maybe you remember too, from schools, you'd say, okay, Bradford 3 will play Bradford 9 this weekend.
Yes,
we played that. Then we went into work and jobs, and then it became like Qaid-e-Azam League.
Yes, in 1980, that was when the first Qaid-e-Azam League was formed.
But this is, I'm talking about 1975, 76, 77. And then suddenly we left school and we were going to our jobs and stuff. And became Qaid-e-Azam League, and Bradford 3 and Bradford 9 was no more, but it was like, this area and that area, and it all became a league. And I can remember the first match that took place, I was taken in to become an umpire.
All right.
And it was the first time I had seen the worksheet where I was counting batsman, the bowling, and I couldn't understand what I was talking about.
The score sheet.
The score sheet. I've never seen it in my life before. So I was given this professional score sheet from which I like to declare today 2 sheets I tore and put in my pocket.
Yeah.
I thought I'd use it locally. But yes, I was sat there marking the ball. Now, if I can't remember, I think it was behind Mumtaz somewhere where the match was up near Horton Grange School.
Right. Okay.
Somewhere there. And I was actually marking the balls and the thing. And that's a first ever time there was a serious match going in front of me.
Yeah.
And then a lot of players came out of there, and even Adil, I think, played in there, didn't he?
Yeah, I think I think he's played more Bradford League cricket. He might have played
Bradford League.
He played for. He started off at Manningham Mills.
Yeah.
Up the road, and then he went to Bradford and Bingley.
Manningham Mills in 76, 77 was our home ground. You must have played there.
No, I lived in Bradford 3, so I didn't.
Oh, so you were a Bradford 3 man. Yeah. Scotchman Road. Yeah. That was our home ground. You know that. And then suddenly I went abroad. I started 80 and I went abroad in 1986. When I came back, it was all locked up. You couldn't go and play there no more because it's become a cricket field for somebody.
Yeah, it was professionally taken over then. Well, I think it's been a long time the Manningham Mills was there, but they locked it up more after that.
You believe it or not, we've got 2 views.
Oh, that's good. That's 2.
Mashallah. Please spread the word round. We are going live. We are going live right on Facebook. We are going live on YouTube, Mak Digital One. Please watch us. We haven't fixed our time yet, but we will be fixing our time, and we will have a guest here every day. Even we will have guests from Pakistan, the main cricket legends in Zaman Muhaq. All these people will be coming on live. So please keep in touch with this channel. Keep watching. Keep listening to us.
Yeah, but your message is very good. Done like a professional.
Thank you. Well, thank you very much. I do try to be a professional. Thank you.
But the thing is, in terms of let's talk a little bit about you and me. We can talk about ourselves because most people don't know. Let's introduce ourselves a little bit.
Okay.
You came to England at what age?
I came here at the age of 8 in November 1975.
Right. Okay. 8-year-old, 1975.
Around about 8 years old.
So what did you when you landed at Heathrow? What did it feel like?
Okay, when I landed at Heathrow, you're not gonna believe this. Heathrow was like an open market.
Okay.
The planes landed. There was no barrier. There was just like a shed.
Okay.
You came in and they had this massive table big book.
Yeah.
You had a passport and you had a letter of a visa. It wasn't on the passport. I think it was on the passport too, but a letter. You would give the surname and he would go in the register.
Right. Okay.
And if you come in the first time,
okay,
and he would check you, and then he will tick you, and then say forward, and then you just walked out under the barrier. There was nothing, just a roof, like like they have a sheep market. It was like a roof.
Yeah,
there was nothing to it, but it looked very clean. And then when we got out, and we had hired a van out, and when my dad brought me from Heathrow to Halifax, I came to Halifax.
Okay.
Because the roads were not proper, and the journey wouldn't end. So I was only 8 years. I went to sleep on the back seat and then got up and I asked my dad, did my grandfather have some land here? And he goes, why? I says, you could have, but the first time you came, you could have landed on Heathrow and just, got off somewhere and started working.
Why did you come here?
4 hours and we haven't ended yet. Did grandfather have a land there? He goes, no. But main aim why our people came here was because of textile.
Yeah.
Textile. And
people worked in the mills and stuff, didn't they?
Yeah, people used to come work here. And as you know, that I make short films.
Yeah. And
I'm actually going to release a short film called Har Ghar Ki Kahani this week.
Right. Okay.
Which is based on people coming from Pakistan, from Azad Kashmir, who have come here to have better lives, but what they have lost. So through short films, I'm going to be sending a message out each time, what we have lost, what we have gained. So watch out for that too, inshallah. It might be on Mak Digital 1 here.
Why do you think we've lost things? What do you think we've lost?
Well, as a writer, because I think we've lost a lot of respect, a lot of, our family values. We have become more English type. When I came in 75, in front of our house, there was an old English couple.
Right.
And they used to clean cars. And my uncle used to ask them that, have you got no children? They says, oh, yes, we have children, but they're working away now. They come here maybe once a year on Christmas.
Right.
And my uncle used to tell me that one day we will be like that.
Right.
So because we are all family oriented. We sit together and we eat together. We pray together. Or family, if somebody is ill, we go there. We take something, like a food, visiting all these big groups.
Yeah.
And now we are basically, you could be sat inside a home and nobody even call you. Are you okay?
Yeah, I think if we go back to the 70s, when we talked about before, in the 70s on a Saturday, Sunday, people came to each other's houses.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, the other worst thing about that was you had to go and get 20 Benson edges.
Well,
an ashtray and put that in.
My friend about a few years back came back and he lived in Pakistan after a long time.
Yeah.
And he saw these family values. So he goes, when I sat in the plane back, I made a number of lists of my uncles that I'm going to regularly visit.
Yeah.
And he goes, after 2 days, I went to see my uncle and I hadn't seen my uncle for a long time. And when I was sat there for about 15, 20 minutes, my uncle asked, son, are you okay? You don't need any money, do you? Thinking that he's never been here.
Oh, right. Okay.
He might need some loan. And he goes, no, uncle, I've come here because I've spent time in Pakistan. Yeah. And I think family values are very important. Yeah. So I've come to see you. It's true. In Pakistan, you would go and sit with the elders. You'll listen to what they've been through. You'll enjoy that kind of stuff. Here, it's all by yourself. We're slowly losing that. Plus, people don't, what I've worked on this short film now, the first one is based on a divorce.
Yeah.
Where it's what I'm trying to explain is that when we came here for a better living.
Yeah.
But we left our hearts behind because our hearts are Pakistani.
Okay. And do you think the hearts of the younger generation is over there or is it here? Because it has to be here, isn't it?
Of course, yeah. And what happens is when we're here, we're trying to invest back home. And we're trying to make a life here. So this gentleman who comes here, he gets married here and then he's got children, but he invests back in Pakistan. So when he's investing there, he's losing money. So by losing his money, he's ended up in a divorce. He's lost his children. He's lost his house. He's lost his wife for the investment back home. So what I'm trying to pass a message on is that whichever people do hijrat, when they shift from one place, they never go back. Even our loved Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu when they did hijrat, they never went back. From Mecca to Medina, they never went back. I'm trying to tell people that we are here now.
Yes.
There's no ifs and buts about it. Don't keep lingering back and invest there because you end up in two boats. And so he loses his land back home. He loses his house. He loses his wife. He loses his children.
Yeah.
So that's the message I'm trying to pass on. I don't know if I've actually filmed it right or passed that message, but that's my idea of my script. And the real fact is our people are still lingering back. But we need to finish.
Now, you were there before the lockdown. You went there.
Yeah.
What sort of things in terms of the houses that we built? Because we've talked about it on here, the Kotiyan, and we think it's just been a waste of money. They're all white elephants.
You have heard Tariq Jamil Saab saying that it is a place in Mirpur where they build houses, Kotiyan.
Yes.
You see animals inside them.
Yes.
But it's true. The people who are not living there, they're spending like 100,000 odd to look good. They'll put their own plate in front of the gate, but they have to pay somebody to look after the place.
Yeah. And that is really, really sad, isn't it?
Of course it's sad, because with £100,000 here, you can do an investment that would bring you regular money back.
Yeah.
But they're not. If you're living there, then by all means, if you got the money, build a luxury. Like my brother lives there. Mashallah, he's got a beautiful place, but he lives there.
Yeah.
If my parents live there now. My dad retired and he lives there, so mashallah, is good. But if, like me, I've got my father's giving me a piece of plot, but I'm not building there, because why should I build and then ask somebody else to look after it and pay him?
Yeah.
The rest of the world is charging rent to live in, but in Kashmir we pay the people.
Yeah. And that's crazy.
Yeah, of course it's crazy. Listen, to get £100,000 cash out, it's not easy for everybody. You have to take a loan on the house. No, I'm sure everybody can't build, just saving up 100 grand. I don't know. I can't, but I don't know about anybody else. It's not easy.
No, it's not easy. It's not easy. And I've never been in a position.
We have got 4 viewers.
Yeah. I'm also trying to share it onto Facebook, see if it works on there, but it's just gone on there, but I don't know whether it's actually...
It doesn't matter. It's our first show. Do you think we should end this now?
No, I think we're carrying on. Let's do the hour. Let's do current chat.
You are hungry for...
I know. I think it's since we've started, we must have...
I'd just like to mention something else.
Go on.
When I went on the 14th of March to Pakistan, the virus was getting hot. And in Azad Kashmir, our Prime Minister... because it's local, it's like Scotland.
Yeah.
My brother knows him, I think. And he decided on the 16th to do the lockdown.
Right.
And honestly, I loved the way he did the lockdown. There are 2 ways to come into Azad Kashmir from Pakistan. He put 2 army people there and 2 policemen. You had a good reason to enter Azad Kashmir. They had temperature guns. They would check you. If you got temperature, you can't go and trade in there.
Right.
We could not go out to Pakistan.
So that's a border on the Dina,
Mangala and
Damgali,
right?
Okay.
Then at every town, like I always advertise Kabhi Aao Na Chakswari. At the end of Chakswari, we had 2 army personnel, 2 policemen sat there with the barrier. Now, the few shops were after the bazaar where there was bakery, Nafis bakery and all that. You were allowed to go once and come back. Then once a day, 1 policeman and 1 army guy from them would go for a walk in the bazaar. Seeing people now open and stuff, if they are, or stay away, all that was done. Now, my cousin, Nasir.
Yes, I know Nasir, yeah.
He went for a bread in the morning from Mirpur. They had every town. So he tried to go second time. He goes, no. You've been for the bread once, get back. But they were
They recognize people.
I stayed there 6 weeks. And we only had we had none death. We had 4 cases.
Right, okay.
And they all recovered. So mashallah, for a country that's about 4 times bigger than UK.
Yeah.
Right? Did that. And when I came over here, when I went, there was nothing of the sort. When I went to Islamabad airport, they had the 2-meter law. We were told in the plane that we're going to let 1 row out.
Okay.
Your suitcases are there. When you are so far off, we're going to let the other row in. So we had to stay in the plane. 6-7 people went out. After about 5 minutes, another 6-7 out. And our luggages were there waiting. And we were just 1 each, pick up and go. Nobody came in touch with anybody. But when I went from Manchester, there's nothing like that.
So when you arrived in Manchester, you just walked out, there's nothing?
No. When I came back, it was in process. Okay, when I went on the march, there was nothing.
Right.
It must have been hitting people. So over here now...
They were very slow to respond here.
Yeah, but Pakistan was very fast. Now over here, I've seen both sides. Take our Lister Park, for instance. It's full. These people might as well be working. There's over 2,000 people there now. I'm telling you, there's wedding going on there. What is the point of a lockdown?
Do you think, like, the minister who drove all the way from, not minister, but he's Boris Johnson's aide.
Yeah, I read on that.
He went all the way to Durham. When people like that do, and then Boris says, "Oh, they've done nothing wrong," do you think that means basically people say, "Well, if they don't care, why should we?"
It will have an effect, because I have talked to so many people in the morning today, and they says they are. I mean, this is something wrong to say on air, but they're saying that maybe virus does not exist no more. They just got a lockdown. Some people are claiming that they just caused lockdown for no. Because but that's a bit too extreme to go to.
Yeah, it is. But I mean, they're saying that there's about 38,000 deaths. So,
47.
Is it 47 now?
Yesterday was saying 47.
No, 37.
Is it 37? My mistake.
30,
but the thing is, if I was to traveling on my own to one side of London to the other side, I don't think there's anything wrong. Only because he's a minister. If he's traveling, like today, they've allowed that six people can contact each other now.
Right.
Today they've announced it. The 6 people can gather up now. But if
six people can meet in gardens, I'll just say that.
Yeah, I've seen it now.
I can see it in front of me.
I got it through the BBC today.
Yeah, I've got to see the news. I can see in front of me.
Yeah, but they're slowly trying to open up.
Yeah.
Because my wife works for Asda Living, and they're opening up tomorrow.
Right. Okay.
So slowly it's opening up with the distancing. But I don't know why people have sacrificed lockdown when they're not taking the lockdown. I mean, my children, if they go for a walk, but we'll go and we keep separate.
Right.
I've tried to, because we're sacrificing something. We should work as a team.
Yes.
Because when it doesn't affect you, doesn't mean it's not there.
No, the thing is, it's like, Shajir Malik Saab.
Yeah. I was on that that day.
Yeah. Okay. His father passed away because of coronavirus.
Here or Pakistan?
Here.
Yeah. I watched the funeral. Yes.
Yeah. So his father died, and when people say there is no coronavirus and there is no this, that, the other, somebody who's gone through that, and my friend in Middlesbrough, Najabat, he had corona himself. He's similar age. Well, he's younger than you as well. He's younger than us. He's about 47. He's done well. Mashallah, he coped okay. He's okay. But his father was 70, and he passed away because of that. And at home, he was for 5 days, and Najabat stayed with his dad, and he contracted it as well. But when you say to people like that, this is conspiracy theories, this is rubbish.
No.
Then it's
very hard. No home, no country will shut down. Let's be realistic.
Yeah, of course.
If you were the only earner in your home, and if you stopped earning, you would be stupid enough to put your house down.
Of course.
The country runs on the same procedure. Yeah, nobody's gonna be stupid enough to stand still a country.
Yes.
Because 1 month of stop takes years behind.
Yeah, I mean, it's been really, really bad for every industry. Everything is shut down.
Well, we now realize down the Foster Square, all the top shops, they've gone bust.
Yeah.
They're not opening back up.
Right.
The top shop, the top man, everything, they've gone from here. Finished. They've gone bust. So it's hit people very hard. Now we're going to face a recession.
Yes.
And we need to stick together to do this. And people are not taking this as because it hasn't happened around them, they think it's fake.
Yeah.
But it can't be. It's impossible.
Yeah, of course it's impossible. I mean, but there are so many different stories.
You know what? You're gonna get that.
Yeah.
There'll always be a negative thinker. There'll always be a positive thinker. But I cannot. United Kingdom is not a small country on the map. They're not going to shut them down. They will not shut itself down. No way. Unless it was a high risk of life, and it was.
Yeah, of course. But
they could have handled it different, though.
I think they were here. We were really, really slow to stop.
Because the country started in China. They worked so hard and they put it under control.
Yeah,
we are at the other end of the world. Why did they hit us so hard? It's only because we were careless.
Yeah,
people from there, students. It was Chinese New Year. There's students in every country. There's businessmen coming everywhere. It must have come through them. But we thought it might not ever get us here. That's one mistake I think the country made, where we neighbors, Pakistan neighbors, took that precaution, and I think our deaths are only 300-400. But one thing more, where Chinese have asked to help everybody, and some countries haven't taken the help on. Pakistan took, and I was there. They brought two jets in with all the guns, the masks, everything were brought in and given free by the Chinese.
Why do you think in here they didn't want to take it?
I don't know, but I often saw Chinese news on Pakistan where they're saying that we were offering to every country. They send in a team of 12 people to England. Did they let them operate? I don't know what it could be. Just I don't know, but I think Chinese were helping a lot because they've somewhere felt responsible. They started from us, so we put in. But Wahoon, where it started off from.
Yeah.
Wahoon is about 10 times bigger than UK. And if you watch the documentary on YouTube, they whitewashed Wahoon down.
Yeah. They were out. I mean, they built hospital in a week.
And they told people, you order online, we deliver for you. You do not come out. And they actually washed it. They're showing washing, bleaching the place down, which made me a bit think that, is it a virus or is it something? Yeah, it made me think, I'm going to be honest with you. Yeah. Is it a virus or some sort of biological stuff? But that's issue to be discussed. I said, more but they actually controlled it. They worked very fast and they controlled it. I was wondering why countries like United States, like England, why
bad. I mean, we're the worst ones. I mean,
but I'm so thankful to Allah because in this process, I was in London when it was really hot and we did not know. I stayed there 2 days. Then I traveled from Manchester to Oman, from Oman to Islamabad in the hot time of virus. And then I came back from Islamabad to Manchester at the hot time of virus. Alhamdulillah.
Yeah.
I'm healthy. I haven't caught nothing. I've taken precautions, but I'm healthy. But when I was in London, I did not know that it was so hot. And I actually went to film there. On the London Bridge and everything. And I stayed the night. And I realized that I even took my 2 little children because they were appointed from their school to go to the seminar. And at that seminar, there were about 15 country pupils.
Wow.
And none of them got the virus. And later on, they made that into the hospital now. They made that.
The O2 arena.
Yeah, that's where it was held. And there was 15 countries, children there. And not even one got affected.
I think children have been a bit better. It's more have been for people who
elders,
got elderly, and also the people with underlying health problems. People like me who got who's diabetic, but I've survived.
Yeah, anyway. If you are on this channel watching now, what is happening is me and Masood going live. We're going to go live on YouTube on regular basis. We haven't decided our time yet, but please make an appointment with us. Keep watching Mak Digital 1 live on YouTube with Masood Sadiq, and I might be replaced by tomorrow. Whatever it is, but please watch us. Keep watching. I think you've been on, 24 minutes?
Yes, yeah, we're on that. I think I'm just trying to set, what I did was settings on Facebook, and it says I have to disable something for it to be watched. So
just put a label that I'm live on now.
It's for whatever reason I need to work out why it's not allowed to be watched on Facebook. There is a thing on it.
You mean jointly can't?
Yeah. It's it should say don't know why is it? Why won't they let me this?
Well, we better entertain these 3 people, whoever they are. Yeah, whoever you are our stars. Please leave a comment in the comment box who you are. We will contact you. And if you want to come on live on here, you're most welcome to discuss your stuff. You are our 3 superstars who actually love us, maybe or maybe not. I don't know. Or you might be saying, what idiots are on there now. But trust me, you're gonna get big names here, and through live chatting, you're gonna get big names talking to you here in the future. Inshallah, in the future, we've got to go in. This is just a test broadcast. We're just getting on it. You're gonna see more professional pictures, more professional cameras are coming in. Everything will get professional. So this is just a trial today. We've been running Radio Ramzan on Facebook Live. So we're thinking of going on to YouTube where there's more audience, more people around the world watching. So please keep watching us, share it, put a comment in the comment box. Thank you. Right.
Yeah, just still don't know how this is. Why it's not working? How
Maybe
we're gonna-
because you're broadcasting too.
Yeah, no, but it's basically saying that there's a restriction on it as to why it's restriction.
Because no, I tell you why.
We'll set you up.
YouTube and Facebook is owned by the same person.
Mm.
You cannot advertise your views on Facebook. You have to do a different way. We will make a promo on that.
Yeah. Well, we'll have to. I think that it's restrictions. We'll have to take the restrictions somehow off. And
I don't think you can.
It's saying you can. So let's see if we can find out. I think I need to do is get my son to actually do this.
Well, these youngsters are a bit faster than us. We are old school.
Yes, and they've got to be able to tell us how to actually share it all and do that, because he should be able to do it. You know, the settings are our settings are. I don't know. We'll play around with it.
No, let's discuss something. We don't want to bore our people unless you want to go off air now.
No, we won't. So tell me a little bit more about yourself. You said
What
you're
do
a
you mean?
filmmaker.
Okay.
Filmmaking. Why? What made you become a filmmaker?
You went to Eccles Upper School.
We went to the same school. Yes.
And in our English essays, if you could remember, we had to write long, so many word essays. Remember?
Yes.
And I used to love writing stories there.
Okay.
And when I came to this country, I've never ever watched TV back home. I had watched it, but not full film. And when all these war films and all these films used to come in, like when they set up in jungle and all that, they used to really excite me.
Mm-hmm.
And the first ever film that I watched full was the Jurassic Park, the old Jurassic Park in 75.
Right.
And they all used to excite. Oh yes, there's an old one.
Was it?
Yeah, about dinosaurs. And it used to excite me. So writing stories used to excite me of describing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I used to get top marks for my essays.
Right.
And then once I was doing woodwork with Mr. Grease, you probably know him because I'm naming him because you always know him. The sixth formers had made a play in the main hall. I don't know if you remember or not. They used to have a play every year where they would charge the pupils in the evening.
Mm-hmm.
And they had a sword thing where these two girls came to me to sort the sword out of wood.
Right.
Now, they says, do you want to act? And I was very shy, but I wanted to. Right. I was a very shy person. Mm. And I did the sword for them and they did the play. And later on, when I left school, I wanted to go into this as a hobby. Then I produced my own film in 1986 called Vada, which was a super duper hit here in England, I think. Yeah. Was which made me a kind of a star overnight, actually, to be honest with you. Because I've actually, in those days, there's no phones or photographs, but people used to invite me for dawat, for food.
Right.
I used to get invited every single night to have a meal with them. It was big. The reason it became big was because 1 week before, Amir Khan's Qayamat Se Qayamat Tak came out. Right. And he was a new boy. Because you can only distribute films through a distributor. Yeah. The person who distributed Amir Khan's film distributed my film. So when they saw the new face, they thought, is somebody gonna another hit of Qayamat Se Qayamat Tak? So it was bought like mad. Now, these days, it's nothing but, you're not gonna believe this, within 3 days, we took £30,000.
Wow.
Oh, yes.
Where's that money gone?
Well, we had spent £8,000 on the film.
That's a lot of money in those days, though.
Yeah.
Where did you get that money from?
We all chipped in. Right. Okay. There was 4 producers, me. Yeah. There was Khurshid, known as Don. There was the Zafer and Bisharat. There was a bus driver. You probably know bus driver Bash.
Yeah, probably do.
And we all chipped in to produce it. And we got together, I think it was £5,000 we got together and £3,000 we got off the adverts. Yeah. So total cost is £8,000, I think. But then later on it went on to like 8, 9, 10,000. But the main figure was 8,000. And when we sold that film to the distributor, it fetched in £30,000 within what we noted down as a week, because the money was gathered up in a whole week. But 2-3 days I had taken it. Yeah. We had got £30,000 back for the film. It was a super hit for me. But wherever I went to airport, I went to wherever, people actually came towards me. It was that feeling of being a star. Yeah. It was good. Then I realized that there was no market for this kind of stuff. So I joined the Playhouse. I did theatre, English theatre for a long time, Bradford Playhouse, Green Room, did 3 years there. Then I got an agent. And through agency, I actually, because all the acting agencies are in London, he was a sporting actor agent as an extra
Okay.
So since the 90s, I've actually worked for him as a sporting actor, as an extra. I have done many roles in between. But I got stuck to the extra work because whole year I'm actually making money. When I saw the actors getting one role, in if you watch all 10, 20 years of UK channel,
Yeah.
you're not going to name one person, agent, who's an actor. You won't.
No,
They
it's
come and
not.
go.
Yeah, they come and go.
So
It's only
my
few.
agent told me that if you do end up getting a role, it'll be one-off role, then you won't be able to do extras again.
Right.
So it's for you to decide: do you want to do roles or do you want to do this?
All right. So if you do a role, you're
Then
not.
I can't go back to a sporting actor
Why?
because the agency has a level. Once I've gone to casting,
Yeah.
I can't go back to extra.
Right. Right. Okay.
An extra can't go to. So what I did was I stuck to extra because between £2,000 to £8,000 it fetches me every year.
Right.
So if I did do a role in once in 5 years, the most it'll fetch me is £2,000.
Yeah.
So, but in between that, I have done roles on films like Bodies. I've actually done 4 episodes of Coronation Street where I spoke lines as a role. Yes, roles. There's a film called Street. I did a taxi driver. I had a role. There's another, The Mills. It was set in Sheffield about agents, 1981. I've got a very long hair there.
Right, yeah.
I'm actually a union leader there. I've done roles.
Yeah. Speaking roles, you've done speaking roles.
And believe it or not, you just sat in front of a person who was actually born in Chakswari. And I've actually worked in the 4 big film industries in the world. The Hollywood, Hunter's Prey, I worked in Pinewood. Obviously, I've done it for 20 years in their films, in the TV. Pakistan, I did a drama called Pyar Samundar Par, which I've got 3 parts.
Can we put that on our YouTube? Come on, we need to get that back.
I don't know, but
We'll have to wait.
your friends got it, the producer. What's his name, who brings the stage shows?
Which, Ikram?
No. The other, who got shot in the legs by accident. I've got his name, that kind of his name.
Zubair.
Anyway, Zubair. He was the producer.
Right.
And then in Bollywood, I did a direction. I was the assistant director for Welcome to Karachi in Bradford.
Oh, right, the big film.
And you don't believe this, the 3 scenes I directed, the 2 scenes I directed are in their promo. I got a text back from their editing studios, from Arshad Wasi, and then they said, salute you, hero, because your both shots have been chosen for the promo.
MashaAllah.
Oh, yes, inshallah. No.
You have to be proud of stuff like that.
Yeah, and I've worked on a Hollywood film called Hunter's Prey, which I'm as a businessman. It's a small part. Unfortunately, it was edited in the film. I'm just seen walking past. There's no line. Yeah. But I have had the pleasure of working in these 4 big industries as a sporting actor, though. I haven't done big roles. But I run my own channel. I do a Facebook page where I'm playing the double role, as you've seen in Lala and Chotu. I think that's my school. That's my school. I'm anxious to act every day. Yeah. So I write something. And then I started making short films. And last year, my short film ended up in the cinema.
Right, okay.
I got some funding for it too. Ended up in cinema. And they loved it so much that they asked me to make another one. Now, on 31st of May, it was supposed to be in cinema again, but it's been cancelled because of lockdown.
Because there's a lockdown, yeah.
So when they rearrange it, it's on cinema again. So, mashallah, is going up. And the Screen Yorkshire, Bradford
Media
Museum are with me. They recognize me and slowly work into a bigger film where I'm going to get a bigger funding. I'm trying. I'm setting up small. Yeah. But I'm not all bothered about money because it's all my hobby. It's a hobby. It's passion.
I said, there are many people who follow their hobbies and passions like you.
I don't think so. I have actually, if you go on my Facebook page, Zafer Ali Hero, you will realize 60 videos there made out of nothing through passion. And there's a lot of work there. And you're not going to believe this, on my Facebook page now, I have people following me like Kavi Saab from Pakistan, Zulkarnain Haider, there's Javed Sheikh, his producers. People like that are actually following me now.
I mean, that's a big achievement for somebody from Chakswari.
Yeah, I actually got a voice message through by Aslam in Scotland, Javed Saab, wishing me all well. We watch your videos. Another thing, one of my friend who I met on Welcome to Karachi, he works for B4U, and he actually video called me once, and he was Salman Khan watching my videos.
Wow.
Yeah,
Whoa.
they were doing an intro,
Yeah.
and while they were having times, he goes, "Watch my friend," and he was actually watching my work. Yeah. So
Well, if Salman Khan's seen your video, then that's something for anybody.
well, they're only human being. They only work hard. I've spent 4 days with them in the IFA Awards 07, and I've realized that these people are very hardworking people. They don't even get to sleep properly. I have realized, you must have been there with the cricketers, how their lives are.
Yeah.
Even same with the actors, their lives are completely different. I picked up Salman Khan from York train station, and the moment he came in, he wanted to know where his room was, and honestly, he went to sleep. He goes, "At least I can sleep." So these people don't get time to sleep. They work hard. If they lack back, the producers don't want to know them.
Yeah.
So they have to work with the producers and directors.
I think it's also the fitness levels, the food and everything, and sleep, and all that must be really hard. And
Yeah, once they start building a weight up, they're not. Now, even through this lockdown, Salman Khan's made his own YouTube channel. And he released a song day before yesterday, and he's doing with the horses and everything, because they don't want to stop. Once you stop, the people don't know you. Same, I try to avoid you about this channel. If we stop, it's going to go dead. So please keep watching us. We've gone to 1 viewer now. Somebody, I tell you a joke. In Pakistan, they have elections for all areas.
Right.
In my area, these Pakistani politics is, what it's like.
Yeah.
Very, very dirty. So the two candidates who were standing, one was his wife's cousin and one was his cousin.
Right. Okay.
So they're both coming in for votes, and they say, what shall we do? So he says to his wife, what I'll do is I will stand as a candidate too.
Right.
So we're not getting divided. So when the elections came, he got 3 votes. So he goes to his wife.
Yeah.
One was mine.
Yeah.
One was yours.
Who was the other
one? This one person is viewing us. Now it's 2.
Yeah.
Who are these people?
Who are these people?
Please leave the comment in below. We want to know who our first stars are. And even what? If you are local, I will buy you a meal out of my pocket. I love you.
That's a deal.
It's a deal, honestly. It might be just from 199 chicken chips, but I will still buy. No, I seriously, I will buy you from Regal. If you're local, meal for 2 on me from Regal.
When it opens.
Yeah, when it opens, yes. Or they can have a takeout. No problem. But I love you.
I think that's we have to. And they can come.
You know what? I'm going to have a fit if we go home and your wife and my wife tell me it was us. You stupid people, what were you doing? And there's no food for us tonight. We're in trouble.
Well, we'll have to go to. We'll have to buy them a meal.
We'll have to go to Regal then.
We'll have to buy a meal. That's it, isn't it?
Yeah.
No choice.
So, but keep watching us, please. Thank you very much, whoever you are. Keep watching. It's going to get more better. It's going to get more better. Mak Digital One is going to get better and better. We're going to get better cameras in. Keep watching us, please.
Yeah, inshallah. I mean, at the moment, the light is on you and dark on me. So
don't worry, you are the dark horse.
I'm the dark horse.
Yeah. So,
do dal kale.
Yeah.
Chutu.
Yeah. No, I don't think I'm that man. But it's just I've got a double light. मैं तो किस्मत से ही काला हूँ, लेकिन I've got double light, so look better.
Yeah, हमेशा light का.
But if you wanna see me smart, then go on to my Facebook page. I have proper makeup on, proper lighting, proper thing. You see me beautiful. That you see me as a hero there.
Yeah, I think that's the word. That's the word hero is always associated.
But you know how I got my name hero?
Go on.
You know when the Wada film, my first film came out, they all used to go and ask, who's the hero in the film? Who's the hero? And they used to say, oh, he's the hero. He's the hero. It got so much, the people forgot my name and started calling me hero.
Yes.
And you don't believe this, when Dalip Saab came to Bradford for the Bite the Mango Festival.
All right, okay. Yeah.
I had the pleasure of picking him up from Manchester Airport. My neighbor had a show for business, which he brought all important people.
Right, okay.
So I had the pleasure of picking Mr. Dalip Kumar Saab up. And 2 things. When we were in the hotel, getting ready for the Bite the Mango Festival, I actually took a half an hour acting lesson of them.
Wow. Whoa.
Honestly, they sat me down and they told me how to control my language, how to control my delivery, how to speak slowly, they all taught me that. And they says, always remember this. They tapped my hand twice. And they says, everything slow and nicely.
Just like now.
Yeah. Everything nice.
That's more effective.
Right? And they told me that. And they says to me, they asked me, I am seeing this now for past 3 hours. Everybody is calling you hero. And this says, Bachchu, इंडिया एशियन की इंडस्ट्री का सबसे बड़ा हीरो यहाँ बैठा है और ये लोग तुम्हें हीरो बुला रहे हैं, क्या बात है? तो मैंने कहा ये बात है। कहते हैं तुम्हें एक्टिंग करने की क्या जरूरत है, तुम तो हीरो बन जाओ। मेरी बड़ी ख्वाहिश थी कि मुझे लोग हीरो पुकारे। कहते हैं और मेरा नाम पड़ गया साहब जी। कहते हैं मुझे सभी साहब जी बोलते हैं, लेकिन मेरी ख्वाहिश थी कि इंडस्ट्री में मुझे लोग हीरो बोले। और देख रहा हूँ कि सबसे बड़ा हीरो यहाँ बैठा है और हीरो तुम्हें पुकारे। मैंने कहा it's an achievement for me.
It is an achievement. What was he like as a person? I mean,
Dalip
Sahab, who picked them up from Yusuf Khan Sahab as well.
Yusuf, honestly, a diamond person. I can never ever forget his personality. And you're not going to believe this. He actually carried Zamzam water with him to drink.
MashaAllah.
And but he, honestly, he was into poetry. He was one brilliant person I met, and Sarah Bano was his nurse because he was a little bit poorly with dementia. His nurse, and you're not gonna believe this, when the Bite the Mango festival took place, and I was sat in the audience, and he was like old people's hero, 60s.
Yeah.
So all these old people from Bradford had gone, who used to queue up watching his films on Manningham Lane and all that. And when he went on the studio, and when the stage finished, he goes, Zafer bache, aao. Aise karna, aao. So when he called me, so let's go and drive. And then everybody looking at me, and I got shouted at, saying that if you don't make us meet Dalip Saab, we'll kill you. Right. These old elders did not know that I was with Dalip Saab.
Yeah.
And when I went with him to the door, I got shouted, especially rest in peace by Liaquat Saab. He goes, hero, I'm going to kill you after he's gone, because he will go to India. You're going to be still here.
Yeah.
Because he's my hero. I want to meet him. People were so... My uncle did not talk to me for 3 years because I didn't tell him that he was here.
Oh.
My uncle, Mahmoud Talib, he says, no, don't talk to you. Whichever wedding I went to, so don't talk to you. You made me miss my hero. It was a one-time achievement.
I think he probably, I know Amitabh Sahib is big name and he's been the industry's big hero and stuff, but probably from all the generations that we know, I think in, you'd say Marlon Brando in Hollywood, and then Dalip Kumar Sahib from Bollywood.
Yeah, it's true. But you know what? Like you mentioned, Amitabh, it's like people saying, my son asked me, if Ali and Tyson were living at one time, do you think Tyson would have been over? I says, no. When Ali was in his prime, no Tyson could touch him.
No good
Tyson. So Tyson was in his prime. Yeah. At Dalip Saab's prime, nobody could touch him. Right? Amitabh has his own time. Amitabh has done more work. Amitabh is I've met Amitabh Saab 2-3 times. Amitabh Saab is a one great human. When you meet, Dalip Saab is a more quiet person. Amitabh is more like a kid. You meet him 5 minutes because you watched his movies.
Yeah.
He becomes your friend. He becomes your friend. I'm telling you, 2 occasions. By the Mango Festival here, I could not get a ticket. He was the first one to come for Bite the Mango. And I was watching him outside and I shouted. I said, Bachchan Sahab, hamare paas ticket nahi hai. So from the doors he came to us, he shook hands with me, and he goes to me, because I'm tall as him, he goes, ab baat level ki hai. And I says to him, I haven't got a ticket. He took me in. He took me. He goes, no. I didn't know Amitabh. He took me. He goes, wahan baithe aur mera interview sune. He gave an interview. Second time I met him to IFA Awards. We were at the Headingley Stadium. The cricket match was with Yorkshire and the Stars. Yeah. Now, what they were doing was inside, because I was a driver, inside they were making, every 5 minutes, they were making one of the actors go out from the VIP box, and they were forming a camera on him, and he would go down and then clap and then come back in.
Right.
So I says to Bachchan Sahab, Kash hum bhi star hote. कहता है कि ये तालियां लेने के लिए मैं जी कहता 5 मिनट ठहरो. So he waited, and he goes, when I say you go, so he talked to the organizers, कि next no actor goes, ये hero bhai jayenge. So he sent me through the door, Bachchan Sahab, and all the clubs came, thinking I'm some actor, because it's watching on the big screen in the stadium. I came back and he goes, bas mil gayi. of Yashimaro. I mean, he was like a friend.
Yeah, yeah.
No big stars gonna do that to you. So he goes, "Ab khushi mil gayi, ab Yashimaro." He goes, "Ye sirf dekhte hain koi actor aa raha hai bas." So he knows how to work with the public. Now, a person who's behaved like that with me. So when Bachchan Saab's film come out now, I never miss it. But he's bought me out.
He's bought you out. Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? He's bought something that is unbelievable.
Yeah.
He's bought hearts. He's a man of who
I think he has sometimes you hear his interviews. Okay. He has actually sat in the room by the Mango Festival and he's talked about how he went penniless.
Right.
And how in his slippers he went to these producers and asking them, "I don't want a loan. I want you to do films with me in it.
Yeah.
And I will make you money. I'll make money. I'll make you money." He's a very hard grafter. And by the way, he came to Bombay and he was ready to do extra work.
Right.
But Shashi Kapoor says to him, "No, tum lambi daud ke gode ho. You will not do extra work." So
it's amazing how somebody who comes like that for something small.
Oh yes,
ends up in the biggest.
No, he came to no. He told his father. He was a teacher, and he says he's told his father that I want to go and try myself in the industry. And his father says, "Okay, go." So when he came to Bombay, he could not find work, and he was penniless. So he was sleeping on the benches.
Yeah.
So one day somebody says to him, "Listen, while you got no money, come and stand in India and Pakistan. You have to go and stand in the extra line."
Okay.
Here you have an agent. The sporting actors, we are called here not extras, we called here sporting actors. Yeah. They book you. So you don't go for hour no. Yeah. The day you book you gain £100. So you gain your payment. But over there you stand in line. Whoever they need, they take that, gets paid. Rest go back home.
Right.
So he was really hard up. So he stood in the extra line one day. Bachchan Saab. So let's make some money today. So when the film was Shashi Kapoor's. So when Shashi Kapoor was walking through the shoot, he saw Bachchan Saab stand in the extra line and he pulled him. And he goes, "You're not made for extra line. Come with me." So he took him. He saw something in him. So introduced to him. Then he was given a film called Saath in Hindustani, I think.
Okay.
The first film he worked in. He looked very lanky and very slim. And then he went on from there. And then what, all the Bollywood actors and the Hollywood actors and the Lollywood actors, whatever, all newcomers become stars when the big stars start rejecting films because they think it's no good.
Yeah, it's not good enough for them. They're bigger than this.
Rajesh Khanna was refusing films. But Dilip Saab was refusing films because Dilip Saab only made one film a year.
Oh, right. Okay.
They enjoyed their
just
work.
Like Amir Khan.
Amir Khan, yeah. So whatever they were refusing, because Bachchan Saab were hungry for fame, they were picking up.
Right.
So when he started getting main roles, even in Pakistan.
So which if you can remember, which was his biggest first hit? Is it Diwar?
I think it was he first where he got known was the Bachchan Saab known was Anand. Then he made Goa to Bombay, stuff like that. But I think it was Diwar, Trushul. Those were our days of films. Yeah, every film was Bachchan.
Diwar was the one he's making, wasn't it? The big breakthrough he got.
Yeah, but Diwar. I think Diwar was either Dilip Saab's or Rajesh Khanna's.
And they rejected it, and he ended up doing it.
And there's another film. Which one's where he plays Kalia? Kalia, there was a dialogue he needed to speak and he didn't want to speak. And he says, "No, main ye nahi bolunga." So they were sat there from 7 o'clock in the morning. Praveen Babi, him sat, Pran sat, and he says, "Main ye dialogue nahi bolunga." And the producer's director says, "No, you have to speak." And they were sat there, and he goes, by 3 o'clock, Bachchan Saab got up and he goes, "I'll do it. Ye both kamina director hai, main bol dunga." And he spoke the dialogues in Kalia, and those dialogues became the super hit when they've got him into chains and he goes, "Saath diwaron mein mujhe chanwa do, chainon se mujhe chanwa do, main tod kar nikal dunga ye wo." He didn't want to speak them.
He must have never given any reason why.
Well, he didn't want to speak them, but he thought while I was sat down, I thought that I was hungry for work one day. And today I have done 40 films. And if I don't do this today, then it might ruin my career again. So he goes, I decided to do it. But what he did became super hit because every person was speaking those dialogues. When they chain him up and he's trying to release himself from the jail in front of Pran, and they become super hit dialogues. But the directors knew what they were writing. Qadir Khan had a very big part to play in
he wrote a lot of the dialogues
in Bachchan Saab's success, because what they used to do was, I watched these videos on YouTube, they used to write the dialogues and then they used to record them how he wanted Bachchan Saab to speak them. So half of Bachchan Saab's work was done. What kind of emotions he will have, what kind of anger, whatever. So he made the angry young man. So he used to record it.
Somebody else did it.
Do it this way. That's because he used to write the script and the dialogues. So I wanted to speak him like this. Then he just used to copy him. But Bachchan Saab has this thing.
You have to have somebody. You have to have the.
But you'll get a big shock if you saw him live, though, because he's nothing what is on screen.
I don't think so. Anybody's like that, though.
No, some people are more smarter. But in India, they all look smart, these girls. But I only found one smart girl, which is not recognized properly over there. Rest, I didn't even recognize them, who they were.
They're all makeup.
Dia Sharma. She's the smartest girl of Bollywood. But I must say, Mr. Salman Khan looks after himself.
Okay.
Yeah.
So does he look like anything what is on the
more
screen?
More smart. I am a bit dark, and I'm thinking if I touched him, he'll go dark. And one thing, he was not fame hungry. There were people, because I drove him to the stadium, and they were asking, these ladies were asking him to give us autograph, and he won't. He goes, not part of my job. And I says, Salman bhai, they watch you because they watched that one on the screen, not me. And he didn't. He goes, I'm not fame. I do my work. मैं अपना काम करता हूँ.
Well, that's an interesting one.
Yeah, because I'm not fame for females. I'm not fame. I'm not proud, but it's nothing to do with me. I'm a very hardworking man. But he told me one thing personally, which I've read about him. He goes, I changed the system of Bollywood. I says, how? He goes, they all sat 6 o'clock. They would sit there and they would start the show at 7 to the film. I used to sign a film and say, no, you have to start shooting at 1 o'clock at daytime because I can't get up in the morning. So
like you and me.
Yes, whoever writes the film,
they have afternoon.
Afternoon shoot.
Afternoon shoot. No, I mean, I get up early. I get up for Fajr and then.
No, but recently, I mean, I'm not going to lie on air that I'm not a very punctual reader, but my missus always nudges me, wakes me up at Fajr. I say, now it's all up to you if you read or not. Sometimes I read, sometimes I don't. I'm not lie. Yeah, she wakes me up. I do get up at Fajr every single day. I have one thing I get up, and second thing is in the afternoon I always have a 15-20 minutes nap.
Really?
Yes, every day. I've been having that from the days of school, from the age of 12.
Right.
Before masjid time, I would have 15 minutes nap. Then I would feel fresh for masjid. So even now, around 4 o'clock, I will have 15 minutes nap. It refreshes me.
You know, if I was to have a half an hour or something like that, then I can't sleep at night.
No. Then I stay awake till 10, 11 o'clock.
Yeah, but I can't sleep then or later on.
Yeah.
Normally, I mean, I go bed very late.
But if whoever starts praying namaz, they come into this punctuality, where it sorts your life out, doesn't it?
Yeah, you're disciplined.
Are we on hour yet?
Nearly, we should be there shortly.
My God, we've done it. We talk too much.
Yeah.
We've got 4 people watching.
Yeah, well, this is it.
यार please watching us. मैं आपसे beg कर रहा हूँ, कुछ भी कर लें, मुझसे खाना खा लें, लेकिन मैक डिजिटल को देखना ना मुझे. हम live आता जाएंगे. हमारे पास अच्छे, we will get better cameras here. We've got the cameras.
Yeah.
It's just we can't get them running yet.
Yeah.
So it'll be all in the open. Just keep watching it. Share it that we are live. We're on YouTube. We're not live on Facebook no more. वो मुफ्त कमाल है. We're live on YouTube now.
Yeah. So
you're gonna get a lot
follow us here on YouTube.
Yeah, and plus you're gonna get all these documentaries. You're gonna get all these town visits through our channel. You're gonna get all these stars coming here. We're gonna link the stars from Pakistan, Lahore, Karachi, all the cricketers. We're gonna get them on board here. Get personal interviews. You leave comments in the box. Who's been watching us? Please spread it around. They are here, these 2 idiots, not 3 idiots, 2 idiots are here on Mak Digital 1. We're here to entertain you. Yeah. Keep watching us. Please keep watching us.
We don't know, beg you for today. We've actually been on air for just an hour.
Shall we go offline now?
I think hour is enough for
Okay, thank you very much for watching. Until next time, we will set a time up.
Yeah.
We will set a timetable up so you can follow
You
us.
need to subscribe
We
to us.
salute you. Yeah, subscribe or वो bell icon, please. ऐसे
वो भी करना पड़ेगा.
subscribe कर दें, ठीक है?
Or share it.
And share it. Thank you very much. Till next time, from Zafer Ali Hero or Masood Sadiq. Take care. Allah Hafiz. My God, we did our